Hi everyone, this is Mike from Accounting from Cycling. Today we're going to go over the DJI Mic Mini. DJI just released this, I believe a week ago actually, so I'm actually pretty new to the game here. Not often that happens, but hey, guess I'm lucky this time. Sort of. I actually got this from Best Buy's Tech Insider Network. So this is not a sponsored video, but I did receive it from Best Buy's Tech Insider program. As a member of this invitation-only program, I am provided products for the purpose of writing honest, unbiased reviews. So I did receive this a little bit early from them. I did not purchase this product, but that doesn't change any of my opinions or views, and they are completely my own. So I will kind of run this through the ringer, and anything I say about it will be completely my views. But it also means I actually got to get it early instead of having to pay for it. So let's bust out my handy dandy Gerber here and cut some plastic. Now the camera we're recording on today is actually the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I am using the DJI Mic 2, the kind of bigger brother to this. One of the bigger differences is the Mic Mini does not have 32-bit float, it does not have onboard memory, and it's seemingly not see-through. Also, the transmitter doesn't have a screen, which I don't have a transmitter anyways. I just use the onboard DJI Osmo ecosystem for direct connection, so that's pretty cool. Now I just have to figure out how to open this box. Be smarter than the box. There we go. And would you look at that? This is probably going to come all prepackaged in a pouch, just like most things that DJI does. And here's some instruction packets, a sticker, similar to the sticker and instruction packet that I definitely opened from the Action 5. Totally going to open that. Let's open up this baggie here and see what all comes inside. So while I'm opening this up, the Mic 2, which is the bigger version of this, and came out with the Osmo Pocket 3, is 28 grams. The Mic Mini is 10 grams in weight, so considerably smaller. The transmission distance is still up to 400 meters. And that's all that's in there. This is actually a really nice looking little baggie. Let me grab this little tiny light. There we go. It's nice. Set that off to the side here. Get to that in a minute. So a 400 meter maximum transmission range. That, pretty obviously is going to be in a open field, minimal interference kind of situation. We'll likely test that out at one of the local parks here. But in most situations, you're probably not going to be that far away from your camera, unless you're trying to do some really cool trick shots, or you've got multiple people recording it. Get rid of this. So we've got two different types of windscreens here, and they just clip right into the top. One for less windy days, one for very windy days. We have our 3.5 millimeter audio cable to hook into your mirrorless camera, DSLR, camcorders, computers, etc. And a USB-C for charging, updates, or hooking to your computer. And then the stars of the show. So the charging case gives you a full extended battery time of 48 hours. So when you're on longer trips, longer interviews, it's just nice where you can kind of charge up just one singular case with a USB-C cable and get the entire thing hooked in. Easy press to unlock. Should probably take this off first, but let's see. Ooh. Didn't even need to. Look at that. Why follow the rules when you can break them? So open it up. You can see they're already pairing in here. Transmitter here, and the receiver here, which we don't necessarily need for our current setup, but you can see you've got your gain dial over on the side, going from 0 to positive 12, just right here. Your microphone 1 and 2 indicator, your TRS 3.5 millimeter audio port, your linkage port for connecting directly to your device, USB-C, also for connecting to a device, charging, another direct connect port, which I believe is to, I'll have to triple check on that, but I believe that's for connecting maybe to Sony devices in the future, where they have that direct hot shoe port, and then the power button, and then the hot shoe, cold shoe clip, which I shall use this GoPro for. So you can use a GoPro Hero 10, which does not have Bluetooth, so you can't directly connect microphones to it. And with this media mod, you can, assuming you actually guess the correct port, connect your new microphones to it. You can see now that it's connected, you've got a solid green light. And you have the USB-C phone connection. That is what this portion here is for, so that you can directly connect it to the bottom of your phone. Just squeeze out of the way. Slide this in here. Turn my phone into a neat little portable studio. And there you are. It is now directly connected. Giving it a little shoe. It does not stand upright though, I'd imagine with any phone, because it's way too lightweight for the transmitter. Probably shouldn't put that much weight and pressure on it, but it's still nice though, where without an adapter you can just directly connect it. You don't have to have a secondary USB-C cable. You can just press it right in here. Something that is not in here, and this little plug here is for, is if you purchase separately the lightning adapter, you can put that right here. It doesn't come with it because the more modern iPhones come with USB-C along with, I mean, all Android phones. So it's not totally necessary and would just be wasted parts. So you can keep that plug there. But it's nice where you can store it all right inside the case to keep it all nice and secure. And the case itself locks too, so that's nice where you don't have to worry about it accidentally opening up if you've got it in your pocket or in a backpack or something. But definitely if you take this little cover off, you'd want to replace it by putting it into the case just while you're using it. Now in the microphones, you can see I pulled out the case, directly connected up to the transmitter. You can see we're not connected to a camera at the moment. But so it's connected to port 1. You've got power, your connection button, and the connection button here too, or the link button. What a really nice feature with that is if you have it paired through the Osmo Audio Link system, is you can use that to start and stop your recordings, which you can see here. I'm about to go silent as I'm setting them back side by side again. With the Mic 2, it's almost half the size, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, not see-through like the gray one is. Very discreet. Still has the magnet though, and the little clip. And if you get the microphone on its own without the charging case, it'll actually come with a little dock that you can put the transmitter into that'll actually charge it via USB-C. So since I have the case, it does not need that because it's got it right inside there. But without the case, then you would need it. And then you can also see in there as well, you've got the little charging pins for the transmitter itself. It doesn't fit, but similar kind of setup that they have on most of their devices. So very neat little setup. In the magnet definitely adds a little bit of weight to it. I'll have to weigh it kind of secondarily to see how much the magnet actually adds to it. Probably no more than, like, I don't know, maybe 2 grams, 2 or 3 possibly. Nothing necessarily that you would feel while you're wearing it, but it is technically present. And there's your recording indicator on the other side. So yeah, really nice little system here. Let's see if we can get this linked up to, and set this back into the case. There we go, that's linked up. And I'm going to try and add it as a transmitter here. Okay, so let's see how we can piece these together. You can see there are two bars here. And then also on top here, this indicates that we are recording and or connected. And then this is recording and or connected. All right, so this is more of a close-up of the DJI Mic Mini. So you've got your actual microphone pickup right up here, and then we can kind of put this right here, put kind of the windscreen up there. You've got the power, the linkage button. The linkage button does also, when it's connected to an Osmo device that is compatible with the DJI Osmo audio system, you can use that to start and stop your recordings. So if you are far away from your camera, say you're 400 meters away and you have that, you're still connected, you can hit this button to start and stop your recordings without having to go to and from your camera. Very nice and convenient, especially if you have your cameras mounted. Just, you have them out on the front of your car, something like that, out on your bikes. It's a cool feature. Now, I'm actually going to set each microphone side by side. DJI Mic 2, I believe, is going to be the left channel here, and the DJI Mic Mini is going to be the right channel. Both have noise cancellation on, or noise reduction to help minimize the fan that is running, and then also the crinkly toy that my dog decided is so urgently needed to be played with, even though it did not need to be touched all day. As soon as I hit record, she needed to play with it, but she's having fun. So there's that. On the front of the case, you've got the 4 charged LED lights here, each one indicating different level of 25% charge. So right now we've got roughly 25% left in the battery of the case itself. Each of these LEDs here blinking indicates that it's ready to connect. The microphones themselves, these can directly connect to your phone via Bluetooth. Now, if you do that, the transmitter can only use the strong mode for noise reduction. It cannot use the basic level. So the basic level is ideal for quiet indoor settings. Strong is better for noisy environments, outdoor, kind of louder environments, walking around in crowded areas, maybe inside of like bars, maybe not concerts. You're probably not going to block out an entire band or anything, but gives you clearer vocals. But just kind of a nice feature to still have, where you still get some form of noise cancellation built right into it that you can use with a phone directly through Bluetooth. So if you do get the microphone just on its own, which the microphone on its own is just $59 US, so that's truly one of the better deals for a very compact wireless microphone. To get the DJI Mic Mini, 1 transmitter, 1 receiver, with a phone adapter for Lightning, it's $108. Why it's just for Lightning, I don't truly know. I'd imagine that the USB-C is also probably similar to that, just maybe not quite available just yet, or because you can just use USB-C right out of it. To get the Mic Mini plus 1 single transmitter without the Lightning adapter, it is $89. And that might actually be, I don't know, it comes with the carrying pouch, but it may actually come with the USB-C adapter for that one. I'll leave a voice note to put that in here. And then the 2 transmitter, 1 receiver plus charging case, $169. And then to kind of get everything, that's the 2 transmitter, 1 receiver plus the Lightning adapter. So this whole case here is fully filled up. That's $188. So all sorts of different levels that you can kind of pick and choose from based on whatever level you're looking for. This microphone itself is going to be based more for people creating things off their phones or just kind of getting started with content creation. but also works well for people more in the advanced stages too, and are looking for something that's lightweight, very discreet, something you can just kind of clip onto your neck or onto your shirt with a magnet that's going to be strong and not fall off, but also don't want to break the bank with it too. And having all those different levels and price points definitely allows for that. Now, the DJI audio, I mean, I've been a big fan of it since I got my Pocket 3 and it came with the Mic 2. It's clear, it's crisp, very reliable. The noise suppression and cancellation is great in really all environments I've tested it for, including a year ago when I dropped it while running a turkey trot and it just kind of like clicked all the way down a hill. It was able to filter out most of those clicks against the concrete, which was unintended, but it worked. Right? And then with battery life, the case itself will, again, get you up to 48 hours of total runtime. The receiver will last up to 10.5 hours on its own, and then the transmitters will each last up to 11.5 hours. So great runtime on those for all-day recording. They do support direct Bluetooth connection too, but also then having the direct Bluetooth to DJI Osmo audio compatible devices. Those would include the Osmo Pocket 3, the new Osmo Action 5, which I'll have the review video for that link below, along with my Pocket 3 review, the Action 4, and then also the DJI Mic 2 is also included in those too. So if you decide, maybe you want to get the bigger version, you want to have 32-bit float, you want to have the larger devices, you just like that kind of clear see-through look, those also are compatible with that Osmo Audio direct connection. So really cool setup and awesome devices. And it's really nice too that they're expanding this selection. Now I'm only showing one of the transmitters here because the other one is clipped onto my neck. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll have all of the links for this stuff down below, along with all the other stuff that we talked about today, including the DJI Mic 2, the different variations and kits that the Mic Mini comes with, and also the Pocket 3, the Action 5. I'll also have the video links for my different reviews listed down in the description below. Liking and subscribing just really helps the channel. I really appreciate it. It helps us grow and be able to afford purchasing different things to be able to review and actually be able to go places sometimes to review things. Thank you so much for watching today, and hope you enjoyed the content, and have a great day.